nine books on this Vladimir Vegre. Got these at a Salvation Army in Ashtabula for either $2 for all of them or $3 for all of them. Don't remember. They didn't take long to sell. Had 3 views. Sold on the 19th. Listed on the 9th. So that was a good find, because at that store I only had 1 DVD, and she had brought those out, and I scanned one, and I was like, oh yeah, $30 for 1 book. So I bought all of them, brought them home, really looked them all up. That's what I got. This other one here is a old diskette PC game. Paid $1 in a Goodwill in the south of Cleveland area, and I want to say that was Garfield Heights. It's a good store there. They had one of those big 4x4x4 bins of media that has thousands of media in it, and I just pluck them out. My back hurts. Don't get me wrong. After a while, it hurts. I'm 6'4", so that when I do that, or when I go to a lot of stores, it really starts to bend the body a bit. This is a SCSI adapter, an old PCI SCSI adapter that I picked up at the Savers up here in Willowick, not even 15 minutes from me. I go to that store 2 to 3 times a week. Next one is this Pierce the Veil, signed by all 4 artists, including this Nick Fontaine. I want to say that's Fuentes, not Nick Fontaine. I don't think so. Oh, Fuentes. Fontaine's a different character. This was also at that Savers for $2. I probably used a coupon, but still $2 to turn into $200. These books here were, I want to say they were either at that Savers or they were at a different Savers, and they were $1 each. So paid $26. There was one other one, I don't remember what it is. It was like a bigger omnibus, and that was like $45. So I sold that one individually, and all those. So the one book I sold individual paid for everything. The rest, selling this as a lot, it was 100% profit then. These Alton Brown DVDs, I picked these up in Goodwill in Madison. There's a nuclear power plant out there where I'm at, and these were anywhere from $20 to $50 each. Other ones, I have probably 5 or 6 other ones, and those sold throughout the years. And eventually, they weren't selling; they're all sealed. I put them all together, and somebody finally came in, swooped up, and got them. This fan right here, so obviously not media, but there's a Discovery thrift store, Cancer Discovery thrift store in Chardon, maybe 12-15 minutes from me. Different direction, same time frame as the Savers up here, but I probably had $10 in this, and if I'm not mistaken, it went relatively local, so it's probably $10 to ship. So and it didn't take long, maybe a week to sell, a week and a half, 2 weeks. These cleaners here, I bought 10 of these at a Goodwill in Eastlake before they moved probably 5-6 blocks down the road to a much bigger store, less media, bigger store, lots of clothes. So I got a bunch of these at like $3 a bag years ago, maybe 3 years ago. 10 or 12 of them. They all eventually sold. I just shipped out the last one today, I want to say, if I look back at my recent solds. This camcorder I got in a box and a Goodwill in Mentor, and it was a box of this, some other broken pieces, another camcorder, a Hi-8 VHS-C, just a bunch of this kind of stuff. It's like $40 for it. I sold another, I think it was a JVC camcorder, probably got $50-$60 for just the camcorder, unknown if it was working, bare bones, had the door, just didn't have the battery or anything else, so it was mainly a part. These here, so I got this 29 disc set, and this was $100. Got this for $5, and the Salvation Army in Ashtabula. That one is probably 40 minutes from me. So there's 3 stores I hit when I go to Ashtabula. And I like going there because everything, no matter what I'm buying, it's always $1. If not, then it's multiple for $1. So this was a pretty good pickup for $5. And one buyer came in, and it was international. Remember that. One buyer came in and picked up these other ones. So if you're thinking about staying away from some of the classical, some of this, musical and instrumental and stuff, don't shy. That's a $28 CD. This one was probably not quite as much. That one was 28. They probably, no, I did shoot them a deal. Never mind. So yeah, I shot them a deal on something because it was going to international. 60139, so we know that's international. This here, I do sell a lot of frames and sunglasses and so on and so forth. And it's either I got these individually or one off, as I like to call it, when I'm just buying one thing at a time. Sometimes Savers, or some stores, but primarily Savers, will have bags of like 20 to 30 frames, no matter what they are, in a bag for like $8-10. So I'm getting these things for at most 50 cents each. And so this was a really, really, really good one. Extremely mint. The silver, or if these were brand new, they do sell brand new for well over $200. And these are maybe 1970s. So one of those things, don't shy away from these things. And these are all the smalls that I get for cheap. I also sell a lot of things that I get in smalls. A lot regarding that is sewing patterns, but sunglasses and frames and stuff. And we'll get back to the glasses here in a minute. These shower heads right here, I have probably 20 of these from a Habitat for Humanity, which was pretty much right beside the Goodwill in Eastlake that I just mentioned, the one that moved a handful of blocks down the road. That Habitat is still there. And actually, I just got a couple books from them today. And they have fill any plastic bag of books for $2. Now, I'm going to pick and choose what books I want. But anyhow, I bought 20 of these a while ago. I don't even think that there's even a date stamp. Yeah, so I had these for probably at least 2 years. But 20 plus of them, I think maybe even 25. These also from the Habitat for Humanity, well, not this, but I bought 2 of these and one triple gang brass one, and that triple gang brass was like $280 for one of them. One. This one, I think both of these I paid $5 each, and the brass one was maybe $15. So I tend to pay up there, but they generally have better industrial stuff and higher end commercial stuff. These books, good on negative. The guy left in the negative about the damage that was on the book that's in the listing, damage that's right here. Anyway, so got these for, probably paid no more than $5 for them. At that place, it's $3, 3 books for $5. I don't remember. It could have been cheaper. Either way, it wasn't much. $143 for them. Maybe even got it a little less. Got a little less out of them. But that is in a place in Streetsboro in Portage County. Portage County is where I grew up, but not Streetsboro. A little more south of there. This book here I picked up at University Heights Goodwill, Beechwood area, Cedar Road. Those books were either $1.71 or $3.71, one of the two. And even if it was $4, it was still a heck of a buy for $4. It did take a while because I got this photo was in April, end of April, and April, May, September. So it took 5 months to sell. But wait 5 months for a $150 book sale, sure. These are kind of like the Department 56 things. They're really not, but they kind of are. I got these, I think it was like October of 23, right around then, because it's going to be the fall, and the stuff didn't sell then, and I was wanting a little more. This fall came around, somebody said, hey, and whatever, they're gone. So those I got at a Volunteers of America in Willowick, so the same area right around where the Savers is, right around where that Goodwill is, right around where that Discovery thrift store is. This book was actually purchased by the chief editor for Crown Books, which is a subsidiary of Penguin, which is a subsidiary of Random House in New York. Interesting communication between the guy who bought this and myself. And this I got at the Ashtabula Goodwill, which is a beautiful place. It's an older town building, sits right on the water, right beside the marina that's down there. And so there's Lake Erie barges that come and go through there, and big boats, and I don't know about yachts. I'm not a boat aficionado, but nice, pretty boats out there. So the guy paid a nice chunk for that, and so that was a first edition of that. This G.I. Joe tank I got from Savers, again here in Willowick. Well, not here in Willowick, 15 minutes down the road. And this I had for a while, November 23. Actually, no, so it wasn't too long for something this. Oh, yeah, it was. So it was like 10 months I had this. But these would sell anywhere from $100 to $150, depending. And I think I was missing a hatch door. And might have been missing something better, or this was dirty. I think I was missing something right here too. But that was that was a good one to go out. Again, this is the highest 25 items I've sold in the past 90 days. It's not exclusively media. I will make a video on the exclusive media, and some of these ones that you're seeing right now will be repeated in that video. So Dr. Demento, to some, is very obscure. To people my age, I'm in my mid-40s, up into my parents, which are in their low 70s. So they grew up with this, and I grew up, not really grew up, but this is how I know Dr. Demento is from them. I want to say it's like The Funny Farm, hee hee, ha ha, ho ho. That, and among a myriad of other things that Dr. Demento covered. And at least on 3 tapes. This I got at Savers for either $4 or $5. It was sealed. It had a little ding up here. I wasn't going to quibble over, paying $5 when they usually charge $2 to $3 for a $113 DVD set. And this is, again, that'll probably come up when I do the media video. These I've had 3. I sold one individually, which was absolutely mint. This one has a cracked front. This one's dirty. The other one I sold was like $100, maybe a year prior to selling these or even listing these. And then I got another one, and it wasn't selling. Then I got the other one, and so I just put the 2 together. The price had gone down, so I figured I'd put the 2 together. And they can mix and match. I don't care what they do with it. They paid me. It shipped. It's been a while, months now. October, month and a half. These, I want to say I got these in a random little store. I forget what it's called, and the between Brook Park and Parma, Middleburg Heights. I want to say that Goodwill. Maybe it was $1.71. Maybe it was $2.71. It was missing these 2 discs, and I didn't take a picture of the back, which is surprising. Or I did. I just didn't upload it. Either way, still. A guy paid $121 for the Chicago Bears 2007 10-disc set, which was actually missing a couple discs. Yeah. So that wasn't a bad pickup there. Bible, I do sell. I don't come across good Bibles that often, along with, most of all other resellers. You don't come across a nice banky item too often. But I also have 2,800 items listed. I'm primarily just media, so I do come across this stuff more often. This one I had for a while. There is no date stamp on any of these pictures, so I had it I got my new phone in May of last year, so it was been, or maybe it was March. Either way, it was darn near 2 years. I had that, but you just kind of sit on it and wait for that sale. This is a nice sale right here. $110 for these 2 sets, and this one here will probably surprise you at $75 for this 5 disc, however many it is. 12 disc, my bad, 12 disc, and it's a Region 2 PAL. Sold for $75. So just because it's Region 2, just because it's wherever. And usually you're going to notice that it's going to be a non-zero or non-1 region. So if they had this PG or a number down here, 12 or 15,